You want to answer? You want to go somewhere? I know that. I just asked you. You need to stop answering me with an attitude. I'm just dropping in. To say we almost in 2020. Hey, Beverly. Hey, sweetie. We almost in 2020, y'all. Can y'all believe it's about to be 2020? 2020, y'all. We made it. We made it. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to stay right here and bring the New Year's in here. My son getting ready to go downtown, meet my daughter. Y'all, it's been a year. It's been a year. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Girl, I'm glad you're here. Y'all, it's been a year. It's been a year. It's been a year of surprises, a year of purging, a year of reveals, a lot of reveals. But it's been a year. Been on my job for 3 weeks now. Yeah. And what I've decided to do is, yeah, there's more to come. But Beverly, I honestly want to own my own business. I kind of know what that's like, and I want to get back into that. I don't want to do a vision board. I believe vision boards are good to like look at, but I don't want to do a vision board. That's right. No more old lady game. But I believe vision boards are excellent to look at to see what you plan for yourself and hope to one day get. But what I'm going to do is put a life action plan together. That's what I'm about to do. Put an action plan together for my life to get to where I want to be. And then as I complete those things or step on the path to achieving them, then I'll put the vision so I can keep on the path to that. But yeah, this job is even a trip, y'all. I guess office drama is just the nature of the beast when you work in corporate. So this job is no different. It's something else. I'm there for my paycheck and that's it. But y'all, let me tell y'all what happened today. Make y'all laugh before y'all go into the new year. So I go into lunch. My son, if you hear me, gonna die laughing. I go into the I go to lunch today, and so the young lady that started with me, I asked her. I said, "Well, I'm gonna run to Chick-fil-A. Do you want to go?" She was like, "Oh yeah, I'll ride with you. I'll ride with you." So we going to Chick-fil-A. Thank you, baby. Girl, many blessings to you in the new year. And I wish all the best for you, okay? Veronica. So anyway, so we get in the car and we going to Chick-fil-A. So first of all, Chick-fil-A is always packed. That one anyway. So we get in the line and so we get up to the person that's standing outside taking the orders because there's so many people out there. And the girl asks for the order. So she says it's going to be one order or two. So I look at the girl that's riding with me and I say, so do you want anything? Mind you, the girl that's taking the order said one order or two. So I look over and I say, do you want anything? She said, yeah, can you give me some fries? I'm like, wait a minute. No, she said one order or two. I'm thinking you want to place an order two. Why would you get in the car if you know you can't even buy yourself some fries? But anyway, she says, can you please give me some fries? I was like, hold up. See, what you don't understand is this card that I'm about to use is my man's credit card, my man's card. So I'm not asking him to take care of us. He taking care of me. She was like, well, I don't really have any money. And I just really want something to eat. I said, let me tell you something. I'm going to need my money back. I don't play with my money or my man. You're going to need to give me my money back. So at this point, I'm irritated because you get in the car, you go with me, and you don't have any money. So I turn around and I ordered my meal. This is where it get crazy, y'all. So I asked for a number one, and I said, well, no, just a chicken sandwich with cheese and a large fry. So the girl said, anything else? I said, yes. Can I have 2 Pomeranians? So the girl just standing there looking at me all crazy. And I'm like, she said, okay. And I was like, what's wrong? So she's standing there smirking, acting like she trying not to laugh. And I'm like, oh, she about to get on my nerves too. Because this heifer in the car done got on my nerves. So now this little server about to get on my nerves. I said, ma'am, give me Pomeranians, 2 Pomeranians with my fries, please. So she's standing there looking at me. And then she says, ma'am, I said, do you have any Pomeranians? She said, no, we don't. I said, well, that's all you had to say. She said, well, do you mean Polynesian sauce? I said, that's what I said. What did I say? She said, well, you asked for puppies. I'm like irritated at this point. I'm like, she know what I meant. So why is she standing there smirking, knowing I meant Polynesian sauce and not damn Pomeranian puppies? I'm like, now at this point, both of these heifers getting on my nerves. I was like, all right, that's okay. Just give me the Polynesian sauce. So we get up in the line, and the girl that I'm paying for is like, yes, can you ask her can you get 2 more Pomeranians for me too? I was like, oh, you don't even play with me, and I'm spending my money I don't want to spend on you. She was like, dang, lighten up. She don't even understand. I asked for them damn puppies because she was in the car and I was irritated because I'm in my head like, why would she get in the car with me? She ain't got no money, and now she got me in line looking crazy. Asking for damn puppies. So that's how my day went. I'm like, and the little server just standing there looking and smirking and looking. And I'm like, what is wrong with this little girl if she don't take my damn order? And when I asked her, well, do you have any? I said, well, what did I ask for? And she said, well, you asked for puppies. She knew what the hell I meant, y'all, while she was trying to be funny. Because I'm irritated. So I wasn't thinking. But she knew what I meant. But anyway, y'all, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. For the new year, y'all, we made it. I'm going to tell y'all what 2019 was too, clearing. 2019 was clearing out a lot of things, a lot of places, spaces, and situations and circumstances that you didn't need to be in, even if you couldn't see that you didn't need to be in them. That was what 2019 was. Clear all that negative stuff out, go into the new year fresh and positive and productive. Because all this stuff that's going on, y'all. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna speak on it. It seems like I've been away for a long time, but when I come back, hey, chosen queen, what's up, sweetie? When I come back, it's on another level. Like fighting, really? Fighting, y'all? This how we adulting? Fighting? Wow. I'm not going to say who was right or who was wrong in the situation. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about the young lady named VS that got into a fight with somebody and they showed up to the restaurant. And I'm not going to speak on VS because I don't watch her. Because I can't support a lot of her behavior. I can support her as a young mother. I can support her as a little sister. I can support her as a spiritual sister because essentially she's still God's child. But I can't support the behavior. But right or wrong, you don't go somewhere where somebody don't invite you and then now everybody trying to figure out whose fault it is. It's all parties' fault. There was decisions to be made and everybody made the wrong decision. Point blank, period. It didn't have to go down like that. It didn't have to end like that. And it definitely didn't have to start like that. It was wrong. You don't take yourself as an adult to somewhere you're not invited to. And then as an adult, you decide to go physically confront someone. When you decide to get physical with somebody, you're operating in the lowest version of you. That means you have exhausted or cannot rely on your intellectual senses to get you out of a situation. So you have to resort to fighting. That's operating at the lowest version of you. It doesn't think to fight. You don't have to think at all to get into a physical fight. There's no thinking required. That's why it's called a physical fight. And I think it was ridiculous for mothers and adults to get out there in public and fight. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I don't care who started what. It was just wrong on all parties. I'm not going to take sides. I don't know VS. I don't watch VS. Too many people have said what she's done, so I can't support the behavior. But I do support her. And let me just say this. You don't have to support the action, but you can support the person and wanting them to grow into a better person. So I don't have anything against that young lady, but I don't agree with the shenanigans on neither side. And that's period. What you put out into the universe, you're gonna get back. What you throw out into the universe will give you back. And you better be careful, because sometimes without you knowing, you will target a favorite, God's favorites. You know how God favors some people? God favors some people. And then when you play with his favorite, and let me just say this, there is a such thing as somebody say, well, God don't have favorites. Honey, let me tell you something. What? The memory card is in here. God protects all. And let me tell you how this goes. If you seek God, you will find him. And when you seek him, and I'm not going to turn this into a church service, because I'm just saying I've been through a lot. And I remember one time asking my angels this question, and this is what, how do people know? How do people get in different, I guess, paths with God? When you see God, you will find him. When you believe in God, he'll protect you. When you trust God, that's when you'll take this. That's when you'll earn favor. Because you can believe in God and not trust him. Take that one. That one better shoot better at night anyway. This camera doesn't really, I don't know what memory card to this one. It gotta be in here though. That one shoots better at night. I'm sorry, y'all. When you trust God, you will be favored. Because trust is not an easy thing to have. People could say, oh, I trust them. Yeah, it's easy to trust them when you got a refrigerator full of food. It's easy to trust them when you got a paycheck coming in every week, every 2 weeks, once a month. It's on the top. What you trying to turn it on? Give it here. Here. It's the button on the top, and then you zoom right there. So back to what I was saying. When you trust God, that's not an easy journey. What I was saying was, when you have everything that you need, it's so easy to trust him. But can you have that same energy when you don't have that paycheck? When you don't have your own place? When you don't know what you're going to eat? Do you have the same trust? That's why when you trust God, he will favor you, because you're putting all your beliefs, all your hopes, everything that you know in him. And one thing I say is, if I don't have anything, I have faith. Because faith is what will get you through. If nothing else do, faith is going to get you through. Because then you know that God is going to see you through that storm. Not only is he going to see you through the storm, he's going to protect you through the storm. Now, how did I get off or segue into that from why these adults out there fighting? Because it's based, people would do all this negative stuff and then put God in the mix. Oh, God gonna fix it, or oh, these people doing this, I'm gonna pray for them. But in the meantime, you praying for somebody, you saying it sarcastically, number one, and then you in the mix doing. You can't talk about somebody and you willing to be in the dirt with them. I'm just surprised that it went to this level, y'all. And I know I'm all over the place because we almost in 2020, and I just pray that all this negative stuff that I've seen going on stays in 2019. It's not necessary. this energy that people are giving off, they're going to receive. And what you don't want to do is get that energy back in a time and place where you think you're good. Because you're going to get it back. And I don't understand. I bet you, I don't, like I said, I don't know VS. I don't watch her or anything. But I guarantee you she regrets that fight. She probably was bragging on camera, but I bet you she worried about the consequences of that. That's why I always tell my kids, if you don't want the consequences of your behaviors, or if you don't want the consequences of your actions, be careful what you do. You look nice.
Shit.
You taking the whole body?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Well, y'all have fun and be safe. You know the transit is allowing people to ride for free tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They not open. They ain't gone.
Well, y'all need to get a designated driver.
Look for greasy right here.
Come say hi to my peoples.
Shit, peoples.
They can't see you. Y'all, he look cute. He getting ready to head out.
How many people watching?
No, just my close friends. Oh, he getting
Good.
When you do that, you trying to show you, but you showing my fat too. I be trying to camouflage that part.
You're not bigger than some people mamas I be saying.
Some people mamas. Big enough. I'm working on it though. I lost 6 pounds.
I keep on going up and down 10 pounds.
Yeah, he trying to gain weight. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. I done lost my phone. I just heard it go off. Back to what I was talking about. In 2020, y'all, it should only be positivity. Y'all should only want to put positive stuff out in the universe. All this going back and forth with your sisters and brothers on here, it don't make sense to me.
You want some?
That's why. Let me see. No. You go ahead. I don't drink like that. I'm being laid out in one shot.
Something, some meat.
You know I'm a lightweight. You better put something on your stomach.
I'm not hungry. That's crazy.
You not hungry?
No.
Can you shut that camera?
All right, sure.
See you later. Be safe. You're going the wrong way. My kids. You go to work tomorrow?
No, I ain't close.
Okay, I don't work either, so I was just wondering, was your job closed? But I just think that we should stop going back and forth, because I know it's easy to keep responding, but then it gets you in this vicious cycle of continuously to respond. And let me tell you something, what I did discover watching certain content creators, some people will try to gut you. They want to gut you. They want to hurt you as bad as they are hurt. Because if you not a hurting person, you're not going to be trying to hurt the next person. One thing about watching certain content creators in this particular sector, I never wanted to anger anyone. I never wanted to content that would make anyone angry. I just wanted to offer my opinion and my insight. And I try to do it in a delicate manner. But then I thought about it, I was like, why do you constantly go over and watch these people that you know are moving in such a negative manner? Why would you continuously get into that cycle? That's why I stopped. I used to talk about Tracy, and I was like, this girl can give me years of content. I used to talk about Rita. Rita could give me years of content, especially with the last thing I saw her do, which was the whole rear out in the kitchen. And Nicole Tyler, who was from Richmond, like I'm from Richmond, I'm like, she can give me years of content. But why do I want to keep watching these people? Even peeking in on them is giving them a view. I'm not interested. And it's so and when y'all watch negative stuff like that, it does affect you emotionally. Cause don't say, you can't say it don't. Cause when I see people doing stupid stuff, I be like, no, why the hell are you doing that? That's so dumb. You call yourself an adult? Now I'm triggered emotionally. Watching this shenanigans. I'm like, no, don't do that. Ain't no need. You too old. Like, let me tell y'all something. I'm old. I'm old. My blood pressure shoot up. I'll get an aneurysm or a stroke watching some of this foolishness. Because I'm sitting there like, what is wrong with them? What is wrong with you? Somebody need to take you by your shoulders and shake you real good so you can get some sense. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Why am I invested in their well-being or their betterment, wanting them to be better people, and they not interested or invested in themselves? Man, bye. I ain't got time. I don't have time. If you ain't invested, I can't be invested. That's crazy. And I don't want to be emotionally triggered by negativity. So in 2020, I want to do stuff like positivity, talk about how we transition from this person to this person, or how we can transit, what path to get on to be better people. Because I know I used to be a mean, angry, evil person that probably would have did the whole VS thing. Now I wouldn't have waited till nobody turned their back. I want you to have a fair shot. I jump on you while you're looking at me. I don't wait for you to walk away. I need you facing me. That whole turning around and walking away, I think that was a cheap shot. See, I'm offering opinions on some nonsense. Ain't got nothing to do with me. And all of it's wrong. It's wrong. Point blank, period. Everybody getting ready to make content about, oh, she did this. No, she did that. For what? It was wrong. You can't take side. How do you pick a wrong side? Somebody help me make sense of this. How do you pick a wrong side? There's no way you could pick a side when all sides was wrong. I don't care. Everybody was wrong. So how do you pick a side on the wrong side? Because what side you going to pick is going to be wrong. Because when you pick that side, it's 10 ways how they could have made a different choice. Now, as adults, they looking crazy. A physical fight, but I get it. My last fight, I was almost down 40. I was almost 40. My last fight. And I thought about, I was like, I look real dumb out here fighting. Like, you don't know who was in the wrong, who right. Them people in that restaurant, they don't know the situation. They don't know the backstory. All they saw was two women in a brawl. You can't determine who right and wrong when you see that. That's why World Star was born. Because people with backstories don't know how to resolve them, and they wind up in a physical altercation or out there arguing so everybody can witness it. Now you got people yelling World Star. Now you forever immortalized on the internet with your mistakes. And you sitting there like, darn, I should have handled that differently. I've made some real dumb decisions in my life. I've done some terrible things. Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all some terrible things I've done. And when I say I'm going to give y'all some insight. I poured paint thinner on my, helped my girlfriend pour paint thinner on her boyfriend's car to ruin his car because we found out he was cheating. I flattened, me and Shane got in an argument. I went outside. I flattened his front left and his back right and came inside and watched TV as if nothing happened. Shane went to leave me. He was like, well, what the hell? Somebody slashed my tires. I was like, baby, for real. Knowing I had did it. I was in my 20s. He pissed me off. That's how I knew to resolve stuff. I'm going to get you before. One, my attitude was I'm going to get you before you get me. Or not only am I going to get you before you get me, I'm going to make you madder than you could ever think to make me. And that's what I see people doing on this platform. But when I was in the midst of that mentality, I was not the nicest person. I was actually fairly broken, probably at that point shattered. I didn't like nothing in my life that was going on, so I redirected the energy. Is if you made me mad, I'm going to make you madder. Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. That was my mentality. Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. I mean, I've done some crazy stuff. Let me tell y'all about the time when my children's father, who was a crackhead, that I was in love with, we got together when I was 14. We stayed together till I was 26, almost 27. I left him, and I was single for a year. I knew Shane probably 2 years before we got together, but I think I was single for about a year, and then me and Shane got together, and I've been with him ever since. But let me tell y'all about the one time this man cheated. Y'all, he would, first of all, living and loving somebody that's addicted is not an easy life. Hey, hey, Tamanda, hey, baby. So let me just tell y'all this. That's first and foremost. Living and loving somebody that's addicted is not an easy life. But it was one time when food stamps was paper, y'all. I remember I got $600 in food stamps. My baby daddy then stole my food stamps and took them down to the drug man house, the dope dealer house, and bought crack. Mind you, he helping me look for the food stamps. I'm on my way to the grocery store, can't find my food stamps. Knew I put them on the table. I'm gonna tell y'all why I remember this. I was like, I know I put the food stamps on the table. What happened to them? Because I had just finished signing my name in the food stamp book. And I'm like, where's my food stamps at? He in the house helping me look for the food stamps. No, he didn't stole them and went down there and bought dope with the food stamps. I realized that he done took my food stamps down the street to the projects and gave them to the dope man. So me and my little bad ass gonna go down there. I knocked on the door. Like I'm the police. Now, mind you, they put dope boy. I'm knocking on the door. He come to the door. He was like, what you want? I was like, you got my food stamps. My baby daddy came down here and sold you my food stamps and I want them back. Y'all know I was crazy. He was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I'm serious. Give me my food stamps back. He was like, he got what he wanted. I got what I wanted. Deal is done. I was like, I didn't make no deal with you. I want my damn food stamps back. He was like, well, come in the house and take them. I stepped over the threshold and backed up. I was like, what the hell? You about to go in the house and get pistol whipped. I went up the street and cussed my kid's father out. First of all, I was not thinking to go to that boy's house like that. I'll never forget that. When he said, come in the house and get him and open the door and stood aside, I was like, oh no, that's not a good idea to go in there. So when I backed up, he was like, you probably need to think about who you willing to be in a relationship with. I was mean, y'all. I didn't care. I knew I was going to get pistol whipped if I went in that boy's house, though. Because I went knocking on that boy's door like I was the police. It was one time, yeah, I'm telling y'all some of the stuff I went through and how mean I was in the process. It was one time that my children's father cheated on me. Now, mind you, he already on drugs. We already physically fight. Yeah, he cheating. I'm calling the girl. This is my baby daddy. I love him. You better leave him alone. Every time he would cheat, I find a number, call the girl. This one, pagers was back. This won't sell. You couldn't go through my cell phone. He won't even. Obama phones won't out there, so won't no cell phone to get through. You had to go through their pockets and get the paper. So I call the girl, find the girl, call her, tell her this is my baby daddy. Leave him alone. The last girl was like, sweetie, why are you calling me? I'm not in a relationship with you. And if I want his company, he come over, it's my choice whether to open the door. So he kept going out with this girl. And I was like, what the hell? Like, you're not really leaving her alone. I realized then that one, calling another woman is always a no-no. And number two, you truly teach people how to treat you. Because even though I was upset, I was angry, I was crying, I was pleading for him to stop, there was never any consequences to his actions. Never. Not the crack, not the cheating, not the fighting, nothing. There was never no consequences. I only bitched and moaned at this man about him getting high, him cheating on me, and him hitting on me. But there was never any consequences to it. So he saw this girl. This man got so arrogant in what he was doing, cheating with this girl. I'll never forget, he took my middle child, because this girl had a little girl. And y'all, let me tell you what the girl name was. I'll never forget the girl name. Starletta. Her name was Starletta. He took my middle boy at the time, who was 2, with him, because the girl had a 2-year-old little girl. So you're going to go play family with my child. Okay. See, now you're crossing the line. Cheating on me is one thing, but now you playing house with my baby? Okay, I got you. I called the police. The police was like, that's his son. We can't force him. We can't take his son. That's when I found out about that whole, if you don't have custody, the child can be taken by either parent. Because I called the police and tried to report him for kidnapping. Hey, Latoya. And that did not work. He stayed gone all weekend with my baby. My children's father used to drink 40s. Never forget it. He used to drink 40s. So I'm pissed off. You got my child. You gone out with this girl and her little girl, and y'all all out lollygagging. You leave Friday. I don't see you again till Sunday. Mind you, he got my child. I don't know where they at. He comes back in the house crying and pleading, talking about he was scared to come home. He didn't know what to do. He was going to take our son to my mom's house, but he knew that would have been a problem because my brothers was there. So they decided not to come back, and he was just trying to figure a way how to come in and explain things to me. Meanwhile, I done packed his clothes. Remember, I said he drunk 40s. So this is what I did. I would pack his clothes. I put his clothes in a duffel bag. So I packed his clothes, put his clothes on the bottom. I put a 40-ounce bottle right here. Then I put a shirt or whatever on right there, and I put another 40-ounce bottle. Then I put a towel over that 40-ounce bottle. Went outside, took a hammer, and just banged all his glass up in his clothes. I promise y'all I spent 30 minutes just banging this glass up. And y'all don't get ideas and do this. This is a crazy person telling y'all what she used to do. I'm saying now, don't do this. This is not good. To anybody who do the replay, don't do this, because this is not a good thing. So anyway, I'm banging this glass up, and I have gloves on. So after I bang the glass up for about 30 minutes with a hammer, I take all the glass and the clothes and dump it out on the back. I just shake the clothes out. I fold the clothes up and put them back in the bag. And what I want y'all to understand is I done hammered this bottle up for 30 minutes to fine pieces as I can get. Took the glass out, all the big pieces, took them out, fold the clothes up, put them back in. He come home, talking about he didn't know how to come home, he didn't know what to do. He crying, talking about don't take his family from him. I was like, okay, I'm fine. Just don't go see her no more. Don't ever take my baby out. Mind you, I didn't cut glass up in his clothes. Okay, it's gonna be okay. Just go take a shower. I don't want you. You've been over her house with them clothes on. Go take a shower. He goes upstairs. I told him, I said, I packed all your clothes because I was ready to throw you out. He goes upstairs. We lived in a townhouse off of Broad Rock. He goes upstairs, take a shower, and proceeds to put his clothes on that has glass all in it. He doesn't realize there's glass in his clothes until he's pulling his pants up. He had his shirt on. He's pulling his pants up. And he said he thought he was itching at first and then realized he was being cut up. I told him if he ever tried what he tried again, if he ever did that again, I was not going to use glass. I was going to use a knife. When he took his clothes off, because he put them on and just thought he was just itching. When he took his clothes off, his clothes was cutting him up. When I say I was a mean heifer, and I meant I'm going to make you madder than you ever could make me. I meant that thing. That boy was cut up from and his mother was like, why would you do that? You could, I said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? You could have really hurt him. No, I couldn't. Because if I wanted to hurt him, I would have cut him for real. Y'all, that relationship was so bad. I have a cut right here on my back of my neck, right here where we was fighting, and he grabbed a knife and cut me right here. The mark's still there. I still got a cut on the back of my neck. He was high, and I got tired of it, and we got to fighting, and he said he grabbed the knife to get me off of him. One of my sins was, I can't be the man, but he gonna know I've been there. He ain't gonna never want to tussle with me again. That's the person who I left behind. That heifer needed to be put down. I needed her to sit down because she was affecting a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do because she didn't think, she just reacted. And that's what I see here. People not thinking, just reacting. Let me gut you before you gut me, or let me gut you deeper than you gut me. Let me dox you. Let me dox you and show and embarrass you about your family. You why? What's the point? What's the purpose? What does it resolve? Nothing. It gets you into a never-ending cycle of bullshit. So when do somebody turn off the road and say, I'm not doing this no more? Because it's simple as that. I'm not going to participate. Let's talk about how to be better us. Let's talk about how we can start some nonprofits. Let's talk about how we can straighten our credit up. I know it's a boring conversation, especially when you got, Jane, Sally, and Sue over there arguing with each other. So women empowerment is not women empowerment truly. When you look at it over there, is who's the most powerful woman? Which one, how can I hurt you more than you can hurt me? That's the power play. It's more powerful to be silent. It's more powerful to ignore it. It's more powerful to say, I'm truly bigger than this. I don't have to engage in this. I have a choice. But people are choosing the wrong choice, y'all. This is ridiculous. A whole fight. Everybody's making content about this fight. Let's just say, what if? That would have went so wrong. What if they was fighting and the mother was getting out with her child and the fight spilled over into that child's area and that child became enmeshed in that brawl? Just an innocent bystander. Now they're in the brawl and the child hit his head on the sidewalk. Let's say when they started brawling, one of them pulled out a weapon and didn't have time to think and just used it. This could have been whole new content. This would have been a rest in peace, or I hope that person heals, or y'all, this could have been so wrong. So how do you choose a side when everybody was wrong? It's wrong. I just told y'all how mean and calculating I was. That's because I didn't think my way through anything. My main motive was revenge. Got me nowhere. It got me nowhere. You can't beg somebody to love you the right way. You can't please somebody to love you the right way. And you can't beg and please somebody to respect you. And you damn sure can't bully them into respecting you. And that's what I see on here. People bullying people. You gonna respect me. You gonna respect me. By the time I finish doxing your whole family and showing where you come from, you gonna respect me. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. And in 2020, we all need to come in a more positive mindset. Yeah, this starting to look like this sector starting to look like Housewives of Atlanta or hip hop reality show. It's starting to look like a reality show. It's not putting these content creators in a good light. It's really not. I can support people. I just can't support some of the behavior I see. That's why I don't tune into some people, because of the behavior, not because of who. Well, it is because of who they are and what they're willing to do. I was going to say it's not because of who they are, but it is. It's because of who they are. I can't support some of this behavior. It's too mean even for me. Somebody is willing to cut somebody up. And the reason I say that is because it's a never-ending cycle of nonsense. Nobody's willing to bow out, tap out, get out. Nobody's willing to just say enough. A fight, y'all, a fight. A fight. A whole fight. A fight. Grown women, a fight. This is how you adult. This is not what adulting looks like. A fight. First of all, let me just say this. Everybody want to say, oh, this she was set up, or this person came, or this didn't. It's wrong on all ends. It don't matter. It's wrong. You can't justify wrong, period. I don't care if she was set up. She could have walked away from the situation. The person that walked in shouldn't have walked in. The person that did the setup was calculating, malicious, and they had ill intent. So they shouldn't have did what they did. So everybody was wrong. Everybody. Point blank, period. And you can't tell me I can't defend myself if somebody jumps on me. But the fact that that girl was walking away and supposedly, because I didn't see the video and I won't look at it, and then somebody went and jumped on the person, you put yourself in this situation. And let me just say, I did say it was wrong and I meant it. But the problem is, you can't mandate somebody's reaction to your action. You don't know how people are going to respond to you when you do stuff. And you can't piss people off and say, well, only be a quarter pissed off or only be a third pissed off. Don't be a half pissed off or don't be all the way pissed off. I just need to piss you off to know that I got to you, but I don't want all of the response you want to give me. You can't piss me off and then say how to be pissed off. That's crazy. That's why I say all people were wrong. Everybody. It was wrong. And all this back and forth in this sector is like, y'all, let's talk about 2019. The most ridiculous things I've seen in this sector. Nicole Tyler bullying some kid working in a subway. As a grown woman, you go into a subway and bully some kid, sit there on live. As a grown woman, and let me tell you something, I'm from Richmond. She better be glad somebody mama raised them right, because some of them boys would have came from behind that counter and be like, F this job, and went in on that woman. Some of them boys would have went in on that woman. 2019, this grown woman decides to go into this young man's job and act a fool because she don't get her sandwich the way she want. And then she get on live to showcase her behavior like it's the thing to do. 2019. Nicole, do better. 2020 coming for you, baby. Do better. Because you was able to give a lot of it off in 2019, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to receive what you've been given. You wouldn't like it. And that's another thing. I don't understand why people do things to people that if the roles were reversed, they wouldn't like it. I don't treat people as I want them to treat me. I treat them as if I treat people how they would treat me. But this is the twist. If I know that you're a user, you're an opportunist, you're a manipulator, I'm not going to stand there and try to alter your behavior. I'm going to move out your way. Don't keep following me. Because I told you, and I'm not going to explain to an adult, look, I don't like your movements. You know what you're doing when you're doing it. I'm just going to move. Keep doing it. Do it to somebody else who's willing to tolerate the behavior. Nicole's behavior is going to come back on her. I don't know why. I don't know why she wants to showcase as an older woman in the sector that behavior. I don't get it. And it's not for me to get because I don't know Nicole personally and I don't know her backstory. But there's something lacking there. That's what I can tell you. Because people who are truly invested in being a better version of them don't conduct themselves like that. Period. 2019. Let's talk about 2019. Some of the stuff I didn't see in this sector. As April, I cannot believe people coming after this woman for a choice, for something she had no choice in. She did not choose her mother and her father. They chose each other. And people constantly coming at this girl about her race, her color, and what they think. Who gives a damn? When Martin Luther King said we should look at the character and not the skin, I think a lot of people missed that history class. And then for people of our ethnicity to be so judgmental based on people's skin color. But you don't want the police to do it to you. You don't want to be in the mall and people follow you around and do it to you. You don't want to be shopping and somebody follow you around based on the color of your skin. But you so willing to attack somebody based on the color of their skin. It's just disgusting to me. She didn't have a choice of who her parents decided to be. Just like I didn't have a choice, or you guys didn't have a choice. It's not a choice. It's nature. It's what happens. So to attack somebody constantly because of the color of their skin is ridiculous to me. That takes it to another level. My son in out in yeah, I do too. Catfish. My grandbaby that's gonna be born February the 14th. It's gonna be a biracial baby. And I watched some of the comments that these people have made about her and in her chat, and I'm like, this is still going on. Like, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. My granddaughter's mother is Mexican, but I thought she was white. She had to tell me she was Mexican. I was like, okay. So I'm wondering what my grandbaby is going to face. Because I'm watching people in 2019 call this girl all out her name, tell her she white. My husband is an Afro-Latino. Basically it is jealousy. And that's what I feel like is jealousy. April is a beautiful woman. And I was like, oh, so this is a bunch of jealousy. But anyway, she was on live one day and I turned the camera to him. This was in the heightened when everybody was like, oh, you white, you this, and you that. So I turned my laptop to him. I said, does she look white to you? He was like, no. He said, well, it doesn't matter. I said, I'm just wondering, what do you see? He was like, she looked light skinned to me. I said, okay. He said he said she light skinned or she's Spanish. I said she's biracial. He said, okay. He said, but what does that matter? I said, I don't know. A lot of content creators coming after her because of her color. He was like, oh, they ignorant. Why? I hope she don't pay no attention to it. April has explained more than one time she's biracial. She's explained more than one time who her parents was. She's explained enough times that she shouldn't have to explain no more. And personally, I feel like she shouldn't have had to explain. So what? You jealous. You got a problem. That's your issue. You need to get with yourself and figure it out. I thought that was the most disgusting thing that I've seen in this sector, that they attacked that woman based on the color of her skin. Or anyone. Now, if you're attacking somebody because they're being mean, malicious, they doing ignorant stuff, then that's different. But just to go after, oh, she's white, and then be pulling up stuff to try to prove your point when you look ignorant. Listen, when the police stop you, it's their perception of what they think you are. Point blank, period. They don't know you. They don't know your background. It's their perception. And if they stopped her at night, she might look like a white woman. If they stopped her during the day, she might look like a Spanish woman. But at the end of the day, does it really matter? But if it does, why? Why does it matter? That's the question. 2019. Let's talk about it. Call the FBI. Need everybody call the FBI. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about when Mr. Sean Bradley tried to get everybody to call the FBI on BS. I was like, for what? Like, I can't call the FBI and just say, well, there's a rumor. I don't do that. I don't operate in rumor mills. I need facts. And documentation beats conversation 100% of the time. He had everybody riled up to call the FBI. And I was like, this is going a little too far. It's going a little too far. And then people were just taking it way too far. It was just ridiculous to me. I was like, well, if I'm gonna call the FBI, I need to make sure I'm calling for the right reasons. And not just because to be in the in crowd. Because a lot of people on here move in gang mentality or sheepish behavior. And what I mean by sheepish behavior, just follow the flock. But sometimes when these people are willing to follow the flock, they being led by a blind sheep herder, just all over the place. And they don't care, they just go with it. Why are you so willing to follow blindly? Why? What does that say about you? That's ridiculous. 2019, y'all. 2019. Yes, basically, high school behavior. That gang mentality, high school behavior, bullying. I'm in with the in crowd. My content creator more popular than yours. My content creator got more numbers than yours. My content creator is what? So what? But do you really know who that person is? Because it don't take nothing to turn on the camera and become who you want to be. 2019, y'all. 2019. We all docs. Ain't that what she said? We all docs. Everybody docs. And sit on her live on her platform and be asking for people's names so she can dox people. Or say, I ain't doxed them yet. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about Tracy. I think she's just a sad person who is lonely and feel empowered by doing some of the malicious, disgusting behavior that I've witnessed her do. I don't even watch her no more. Doxing people, putting people's address out there. For what? For what? Just malicious behavior in hopes of feeling empowered, feeling good about yourself. But it's only a temporary fix. Like being an addict. Like you get a high off of being that mean and malicious, thinking you're in control of something, but then the high goes away, so now you got to go be mean to somebody else. How about standing in the mirror and give yourself some affirmations? I am worthy. I like myself. Try to tolerate myself, and then you can work up to I like myself. And then from I like myself, I appreciate myself. And then you might can get to I love myself. And then once you get to I love myself, you won't want to do the stupid shit I see being done. Period. Because that's dumb to put somebody's address on your platform. You never know who's capturing that information, who's going to go to that person's house and harm them, and you were the main accessory to that. Or could have been. Like, why play dangerous games like that? Why? 2019, though, we had some stuff going on in this sector. Some stuff. 2019. Y'all, the saddest thing I've seen in this sector, the saddest thing I've seen in this sector is Rita. Is Rita. And the reason I say it was sad, when Rita came on, I said this girl got a lot of problems in the background. And I didn't never think she was going to reveal anything, but I knew there was a lot of issues by the way she was acting. Rita would pull her teeth out, pull her breasts out, ass out. She would just pull everything out just for a click in the view. Just for a click in the view. I'm like, golly, what in the world is going on with her? And you know why it was so sad to me? Because she had babies. She had babies. She had babies. People started calling CPS on her. Rita didn't slow down that one bit. Rita, I'm not coming back on no more. Rita be back on. I'm not coming back on. Click off. Rita be back on 30 minutes. People calling CPS on her. Rita still wouldn't give up. Her fight should have been for her babies. Then she finally admitted, I get high on Percocet. Y'all, Percocets are opioids, which is coke. Get you real high and real messed up. Now, have I ever done it? No. But I live with an addict. I know how their movements are. I lived with one for a long time. A long time. He was a drunk and he was an addict. But he was the love of my life. Met him when we was in a ninth grade gym class. He used to play basketball for Armstrong Kennedy, basketball star. Then his best friend got him hooked on crack, and everything went downhill from there. He was going somewhere. He was in the Marines. He was going to get married. He was going to get housing. He was going to retire from the Marines. I was in school. We had all these plans. Then the 80s hit, and crack took over some people's lives. And it went downhill from there. But he was the love of my life. I remember one time he asked me, could he get high in the house so he wouldn't be in the streets running around? And what? 1 millimeter, 1 iota of a second, I thought about it. I said, well, if he get high in here, at least I'll know he's safe. Then I was like, wait a minute, stupid. You got babies in the house. You can't let him get high in here because he's going to be bringing other crackheads here. Then you're going to have a crack house. I was like, no, hell no, you can't get high in here. Well, if something happened to me out there, then it's going to be your fault. No, it's going to be your fault. You dummy ass out there smoking crack. How's my fault? I'm home. That's what addicts do. They manipulate. That's what Rita doing. Emotional extortion. Making you feel bad for her situation. She got on her platform and admitted she was addicted to pills. Did this whole World War tour. Going to buy pills on live. Went to rehab on live. Got off of live. Got back on live. Still addicted. Still doing the same shenanigans. Rita's the saddest case to me. And I feel the sorriest for her because of those babies. Because of those babies, I feel the sorriest for her. You're not in control when you're addicted. The addiction is in control. You can't go to rehab for a week when you're addicted to opioids and think it's going to be all good. It's not. You almost can't stay in the same environment where you getting your drugs from and then think you're going to be totally cured. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Rita doesn't want to change. And nobody's going to force her to change. And when I saw her husband on live with his Cash App in there, I said, both of them get high. Both of them get high. Not only did I live with my children's father who was addicted to crack, a friend of mine got on crack. Hell, I had 2 friends that got on crack. One of them slept with my baby daddy. Damn crackheads. They going to cheat on me with somebody I introduce you to, and then she get on crack, and now both of y'all sitting at her house smoking crack, cheating on me. Both of y'all cheating on me. You, my friend, and he. Oh, child, the 80s was a trip. But I made it to 2020. But 2019 was a trip. It was a trip. Yeah, child, I introduced my baby daddy to my friend and she got high. Some dude got her turned out. Put crack in her weed. Got her turned out. And I'll never forget how one of the neighbors was like, he came out her back door. So I'm like, okay, let me go see what that's about. So I asked him, I said, well, one of the neighbors said you came out her back door. Oh, I went over there to get the vacuum cleaner because I was broke. I said, I vacuum cleaner, I'm broke. Yesterday I sucked something up in it. So I go over to her and I said, well, one of the neighbors came over and told me that he came out your back door. Oh, I asked him to go to the store. And my back door faces Broad Rock, so he could go to the store that way. Oh, y'all damn store is not even the same damn crackheads. Y'all didn't even sit down for, if y'all weren't in here smoking crack and cheating on me, y'all could have contemplated a story that would have made some sense. But no, that's not what y'all did. Y'all smoked crack and cheated on me and then didn't think and forgot to come up with a good lie. But crackheads are manipulators. And they're opportunists. And they'll do anything to get money off of you so they can get high again. Hence, go in the kitchen with your ass all out, take your teeth out, let your breasts hang out, talk shit about people who ain't never did wrong to you, never did nothing wrong to you. But I need to make it as dramatical as possible so I can get a cash app or a super chat. Just sad. I want to do some of these content creators sit down and ever look at their content and be like, wow, you got to change. That's just terrible. You acting like that and you willing to go ahead and let that stay on YouTube. Try to take that off of there. Nobody ever do that. Like you don't never evaluate the behavior. That's crazy. That's crazy that some of these people get on here and do that. It's crazy. 2019, y'all. This sector has been real. And I was like, oh, let me talk about this. I could talk about this. Oh, look at this person doing. I'm going to talk about this. And I'm going to talk about, for what? For what? You ain't going to change nothing. Y'all know how Mona went away? People stopped talking about her. She stopped getting the clicks and the views she used to. Mona came in strong. That's how I found this sector, through Mona. Mona Simone saves the brain, the intellect, the empath. That's how I found this sector. When she said she had Asperger's, I'm like, wait, that's on the autism spectrum. What is she talking about? I started listening to stuff. I was like, oh, this girl, something wrong with her. When people stopped talking about Mona, stopped giving her the click and the view, and everybody was making all these negative videos about Mona, Mona silently went away. She back now. She a psychic. 2019, Mona returns as Psychic Cleo. But if she's psychic now, was she psychic then? She couldn't foresee what was going to happen with all the shenanigans she was doing. She didn't see that it was not going to be in her best interest to do some of the stuff that she was doing. Like, she's a psychic now. She read tarot cards. She do all that stuff. But she ain't know. So if she doing that now, was she doing it back then? Because if she was doing it back then, I'm pretty sure she should have known to maneuver differently. 2019, from Psychic Mona. But the way she phased herself out or faded herself to black, people stopped talking about her. And that's what's going to happen with Rita. Because if anybody supports her, my question is, what are you supporting? Because you can't support them kids with the stuff that she's doing. And yeah, I'm sorry. If I'm not reading the chat, I apologize. Because I'll get into my thoughts and just go off on a tangent. But I just feel the worst for Rita. For those babies. Let me just clarify, for those babies. Because Rita can't be an attentive mother the amount of time she stay online. And people are going in and be like, oh, she's a good mother. No, she's not. She's an addict. And she's still on YouTube. How is she a good mother? She might want to be a good mother. But how? She can't. She can't be a good mother, y'all. She can't. Now, she's not a mother that is in such a state that CPS is like, we're going to take your kids. As long as them kids fed, they got shelter, and it's clean, CPS not going to mess with them kids. You know how many kids in the system in Baltimore, in Richmond, and in DC area? CPS not going to take them kids out their house. Most they'll do is tell her to get parenting classes. If she addicted, they'll make her go in and enroll, but they ain't going to follow up on it. They got their caseload. They overwhelmed. Rita admitted to being addicted to pills on live. On live. Her kid's still in the house. Rita went in her kitchen with her ass all out on live. Her kid's still in her house. Do I want her kids to be removed from Rita? No, not by any means. because you don't know what them babies will go into if they get taken into foster care. It could be a situation way worse. There's some foster parents who don't give a damn about them kids, but just the check they getting, and they will mistreat them kids. Rita's not an attentive parent. She's not. Her kids are just growing up. She's not raising them. But at least she's not physically and sexually abusing her kids. If they go into foster care, that's the risk those kids run. So while people running and calling CPS on that girl, I need them to quit. Leave them babies alone. Figure out another way to mess with Rita, but leave them babies alone. Because them kids could be put in foster care and them kids could be sexually abused. Them kids could be put in foster care and they could be mentally and emotionally abused. Them kids could be put in foster care and they could be physically abused. Leave them babies alone. Leave them babies alone. Rita doing damage to herself. Yes, she is. And she's not raising her children. Those children are just growing up. But they're not being abused. She's not attentive. She's not a good mother. But she's not the worst that those kids can have. They could be in a much worse situation. Trust me, I know. My mother married a monster. A monster. And I was physically, mentally, and emotionally abused in my own home. In my own home. Mother watched. I never forget. My stepfather beat me so long, I couldn't even cry no more. I was like 12. My mother ran out the kitchen and said, "Stop, just stop. Stop, just stop." And he took the belt and beat her with it. So those kids don't deserve that. Leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. I went through a lot. I was angry for a long time. Not only was I being physically abused, his sons, my stepfather's sons, I was being molested by them. Older teens. Ain't know nothing about no sex. They started abusing me when I was 6. How the hell you want to have sex with a 6-year-old? Let me tell y'all something. When I hear people talk about VS and they talk about how she was molested and the way she was molested and they use it as a weapon against her, I think those people are disgusting. I don't think people understand that she had no control over that situation. And to hear people talk about it as if it was her choice disgusts me. It's disgusting. Babe, can you get that? I don't even know where it's at. Thank you. Oh, they fit. They look nice. Hello?
Hey.
What's up?
What you doing?
On YouTube.
Oh, you and Shane not doing nothing?
No, we're gonna stay here and enjoy just going into 2020 healthy and with all the blessings coming our way.
I hear that.
Because how do you start a job and you getting ready to resign?
I hear that.
I only been there 3 weeks and I'm getting ready to quit. I'm like, oh, new job, show up. Hold up, I'm on live.
You on live right now?
Yeah, y'all didn't hear that. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you later.
For me?
Yeah, I'm on live. I'm just spilling all my tea. I was gonna wait till I actually got on the other job, but let me talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye. That's what happens when you don't think about what you're saying before you say it. Anyway, back to what I was saying about I've heard people talk about her situation when she was a baby, and I think it's disgusting that people would do that. I think it's disgusting that people would use her abuse, her situation when she was a baby, and form a weapon and attack her with it. Like, really? You want to hurt her that bad that you would go there? So how hurt are you that you willing to go that far? Like there's some shit you need to resolve in yourself if you willing to go that far. You got some wounds too. She ain't the only one wounded. If you willing to use that as a weapon, that's crazy. 2019, I watched people do that to that girl. I was like, damn, they crazy. And you know what's the craziest thing? When I came into the sector, people was like, oh, VS do this. Oh, VS do this. Oh, VS. Did people start taking a page out of VS handbook and thought it was a good idea and like, well, if she getting away with it, I'm going to do it too. Because I see a lot of people that were opponents of hers or were critics of hers doing the same things that they were so critical about her doing. The whole doxing thing. So Teresa said everybody do it now. She even out of Sean. She was like, you the biggest doxer on here. But everybody had a problem with VS doing it. But so how is it and why is it okay now? I'm just trying to understand. You know, you attack somebody for what they doing and then you follow suit. Makes no sense to me. None. Follow the girl, take pictures of the kid, stand behind in the store. But isn't that the things that everybody had a problem with that she was doing? But it's okay for people to do it to her. But when she do it, it's an issue. Got you. Got you. Hypocrisy at its finest. Got you. Now, let me just say this. Some of the stuff I done heard VS, I've heard that she has done, especially towards saying stuff about kids, that shows how damaged she is. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with anybody attacking anybody's kids for any reason. And I heard Kwani say 2019, y'all, I'm talking about things I didn't see in 2019 in this sector that need to go away. Kwani said, we in war. I'm going to use anything and everything against you, including your children. Let me tell you something. There are rules of engagement. There are war crimes for a reason. Because it's not by any means necessary. There are rules of engagement. And if you are such a person that you're willing to go that low and you have no rules to your engagement, then something wrong with you. Like you have no limits to what you'll do, your moral compass is off. And especially coming from a mother. Because this woman is a mother, so I'm going to use the kids against you. I'm going to tell you about your kids. Any woman or man that sit on here and attack somebody's kids, man, I think that just crazy to me. It's crazy. Like my kids are grown and my kids still off limits. My kid's grown. My youngest kid is 20. How old is what? 27? My youngest kid is 27. So my kids are 32, 31. Yeah, 32, 31, 29. Well, he'll be 30 in January. And 27. They're grown. They off limits. My kids don't have nothing to do with this YouTube. My daughter be on here, but she don't be acting crazy. She don't be in this on here acting stupid. She don't do that. That's not how she carry herself, and that's not how I'm gonna carry myself. That's why I bowed out and talking about certain content creators. It's just not worth it. Getting emotionally triggered by somebody else's shenanigans, ignorance. It don't make sense. Keep watching you and giving you a click in the view, and I'm like, what is you doing? Why are you doing that? Oh man, I wish I knew you so I could tell you off. For what? I don't want to know people like that personally. I don't. I'm very careful of who I put in my circle because your circle does reflect you. Very careful. And if you're willing to be reckless with your life on live, upload on YouTube, what are you willing to do behind the scenes? What's going on in your life behind the scenes? You willing to take off your pants, go in your kitchen and show all your rump on YouTube? What's going on in your life behind the scenes? You willing to sit in Subway and cut some kid out and showcase your behavior? What's going on in your life behind the scenes? Like this stuff you got to question. Like, how miserable are you? Period. I'm just saying, y'all, it's almost 2019. I don't know where y'all at, but right now in California, it is 7:50. We got hours to bring in the new. And in 2020, none of us have made any wrong mistakes. None of us have made any wrong steps. We haven't made any wrong decisions. We haven't done anything adversely in our lives in 2020 in a couple of hours. That means we all get to start fresh. What direction are you going to go? What decision are you going to make to change your life for the better? Because I know mine is not going to be to put this negative bullshit in my life, to watch other people's stupidity, shenanigans, and their mean and malicious behavior towards others. Because that's not how I represent myself. That's not how I want my friends to represent me. And that's not a platform I'm going to support. And let me just say this. I do truly like people. I really do. I like all people. I can get along with anybody. I can get along with every content creator. Because I have a problem with people. I have a problem with people's behavior. Because behaviors can change. Mine did. I just told you how I busted glass up at somebody's clothes and didn't care if they was going to get cut up. I changed. So people can change. But why they willing to be who they are, I'll stand back. Because I'm not supporting bullshit. And honestly, y'all shouldn't either. And as far as Rita, y'all don't send that girl no money. She submitted she an addict on live. She bought Percocets on live. What y'all do is pray for her. Continue to support her if you want to. Don't send her no money. Send prayers. Y'all, I'm going to have to get off here. It's almost 8 o'clock. I just wanted to stop through and say, hey. And we almost there, y'all. We made it. I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all know what I say. Till next time, we're keeping up with Des. Bye, guys. Tawanda, yes, I gave you a Mars stick because you always there, baby. And thank you so much for always being here. And yes, that Mars stick is permanent. That is yours. So I appreciate you a lot. So I'll talk to you later. And if I can go on your channel, find an email, I'll send you a way to contact me too. But I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.